in your city, holla back. You know I have to give me some more racks. You know I have to put it on the map. Send me the address and not GPS. Then I pull up, yeah. I be the plug, I got
days.
So good, she won't marry the kid. But I'm
people watching.
Ooh, get out my face. I don't want it all, I just want to taste. We've been going up, I think we in space. But I do need my space. Whoa, I've been going up.
My bad.
She been with it, she just
I was talking.
On the rap, from the 9. And she lean with it, I'ma lean in it. A lot of money on my mind. Got a shawty on the other line. And she beat twice, I decline. While I twice, I be fine, yeah. I'm good with that. I'ma leave you on that note. And I ain't got a trap phone, I might need a backup phone.
Bro, put your mic in, nigga.
Rolling Japanese till I flow. Rolling,
who you playing with, bro?
Rolling on a boat. See, I've been rolling. Rolling Japanese till I flow. Rolling, I've been living like the goat. Rolling on a boat. See, I've been rolling.
Hold on, I'm gonna call you right back, okay? Yo.
See, I've been rolling.
You said what? Oh, okay. Is it on YouTube? Take New Money what? Gaming.
Who are these people?
Yes, I'm done.
I just woke up. No left on the shelf. I should probably introduce myself. You should have seen what I wore. I had a king in a party hat. I was the king of this hologram where there's no such thing as getting out of hand. Memories tend to just pop up. Pre-meds and some rubber gloves. 5,000 people with designer.
YouTube, not
Facebook. I'll ever get enough. Gasoline and most things in between. I rode the city in a shopping cart. To the smoke alarm. This night is heating up. Raise and turn it up. Say it if you go on, you might pass out in a dream pot. Oh yeah, threaten me with a good time.
New Money.
Welcome to a jam-packed arena here in Oklahoma City. We've got the Boston Celtics facing the Oklahoma City Thunder. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for the Celtics, Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Tatum out there with Horford, and it's Baines in at the 5, roaming the paint. Watching Jason Tatum, it's hard to find many faults in his game, Greg. He's strong inside and out and plays both ends of the floor equally well.
Yeah, kind of a jack of all trades, right, and master of none. He does everything reasonably well on the basketball floor, just doesn't do anything great. Having said that, though, Tatum is one of those guys that I think improves the overall IQ of your team, and terrific size at his position.
Boston on D. Here's Westbrook. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Timeout is called, first of the game for the Thunder. Greg, when you think about the franchises in the league that have sustained success, who are always competitive, Oklahoma City should be right there at the top.
I mean, just look at the records for the Thunder, and their success really does speak for itself. 8 straight seasons of 500 or better basketball. Only the Spurs and Rockets can also make that claim. And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. Adams' shot is good.
And just a nice combination of size and feel there. Terrific finish down low.
Irving drives in. Anthony with the block. Outside Westbrook. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I love the confidence and energy Westbrook plays with. Just an excellent scorer once he gets good position inside.
Now, here is Irving. Fires the three. Horford no luck. For Oklahoma City, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Anthony with it, and it's Horford picking him up. Anthony dishes to Adams. Outside for George. They get it again. Anthony up on top. Oh, and wait a second, guys. We've got a whistle, and it's on the defense. So a shooting foul on the dunk, so a chance to grab those 2 points coming up here at the line.
And as you would expect, Steven Adams has grown into a larger role with this team. Really came in as a guy who could defend and rebound, but starting to become more of a factor within their offensive framework.
Westbrook with the steal. They grab their own miss. And Adams kicks to Anthony. The second chance effort. Adams' shot is good. Adams has got 7 points in the game. And Greg, with Adams, he hasn't just been given more opportunity to display what he can do on offense. He's earned it.
And you hit it right on the head. And you know, as an example, a guy that was a bad free throw shooter, all of a sudden he became respectable because of his work ethic last season. Much more nimble in the paint than most would think. Just good awareness, and he knows when to pick his spots.
Here's Irving. Steven Adams making his last shot. Baines. Paul George with the steal. Out to the right wing. Westbrook with it. Guarded now by Irving. And that one, good.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Well, look, when you're giving up that type of height, you use your quickness. It's just that simple. And it's also a matter of skill.
On the play, basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
You have to love it. There's no quit in this kid, Irving. When he gets hit, he sticks with his shot.
And Kyrie Irving very steady with the ball in his hands. Not a lot of turnovers for a player who handles the ball as much as he does.
Yeah, I mean, he makes great reads. Pick and roll, drives, kicks. He keeps his dribble low, but sometimes he has his dribble high. He's great at the pocket pass. He's great off pick and rolls, great at screens with the space to fit.
Smart's checked in for Brown.
Nah, man. He ain't getting that. 5 seconds.
Westbrook again. Irving. Westbrook passes to Ferguson. Releases. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Irving dishes to Baines. In the corner, Smart with it. 5 on the clock. And that one is off. Adams, some nice D. The Thunder leading by 6. And George kicks to Westbrook. Passes to Ferguson. George dishes to Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like that.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Look at Irving go to work off the ball screen and his man. He's always alert, constantly scanning the floor for his teammates.
Some changes for Boston. Marcus Morris comes in for Aaron Baines. And Terry Rozier subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Morris into the lane. Count it. Morris has got his first bucket in this one.
When Morris gets it down in the paint, he's deadly, using his big arms to get these shots up and in.
And it's sent back by Horford. Morris right side. Over Anthony. And another basket for Boston.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Another shot. And that's 2 points on the layup.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Now here's Tatum. Picked by Horford. Adams, some nice D.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Yeah, coming off a good pick, you want to get that when he gets the separation he needs. I know he would love to have that one back.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Now, that's just the aggressiveness of transition, making sure they come away with points.
Now Morris following Al Horford's 3-point attempt. In the corner, Tatum with it. Goes back up. Horford the pass to Tatum. Horford's shot is good.
And even with the hand in his face, when Horford gets it in that close, he barely needs to see the rim to get it up and down.
It's stolen. Just 3 on the clock. And the layup good by Tatum.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
It's a tie game in Oklahoma City. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second chance points.
Well, obviously that was the game plan coming in. Physical right off the rip.
Chris, during your career, you always had incredible footwork in the post. Who are some of the bigs that impress you with their footwork today?
Oh, wow. I think you have to look down in New Orleans. I mean, they have 2 great examples in Cousins and Davis, 2 guys that can dance with the best of them. You look at Minnesota and that young fella Cat there, the way that he plays and moves his feet and how he handles it in the post, you have to love it. But I love where the big men are today because they have great footwork. They have the skill set of the small guys and still use their size. But those 3 come to mind right now.
It's not a lost art either. I think guys realize that their footwork is sometimes their ticket to a good career.
They're better, and if not, they need to open the basketball history books and look at guys like Hakeem Olajuwon and Kevin McHale, 2 of the best ever with footwork, and that's why, you know, it's fun.
Good day. This nigga go making changes from the double team niggas.
Growing up playing other sports because it prepares you for basketball. It prepares you having the footwork and having to be a big guy but still being light on your feet.
Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt. Adams is out there with Anthony, and it's George in the 3. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Adams. Eustace comes in for Anthony. Grant, he's checked in for George. It's Felton in for Ferguson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
That's deep.
Misses from short range.
That was as easy as it gets. He needs to complete those looks.
There's Rozier, and it's blocked.
How y'all feel?
And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. And so it's Boston with it. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Ojala. His three-pointers off the mark. Oklahoma City trailing. And here they go. Grant, that's good.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Tice. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
You can't find much better shot than that one.
And the Celtics trade for Kyrie Irving, sending shockwaves back in August. Never before had a pair of 25-point-per-game scorers swap teams in the offseason. That's what you call a blockbuster.
There's a good screen. Here's Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That'll be his second foul of the game. Aaron Baines is checked in for Boston. Kyrie Irving comes in for Rozier. Westbrook kicks to Felton. And Westbrook, here we go. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And no doubt Irving and IT, both elite offensive weapons. But Irving, 6 inches taller, perhaps more defensive upside, and 3 years younger. The Celtics feel he fits their timeline.
And when you watch Russell Westbrook play, he's one of the most competitive players in the NBA.
And with the way he attacks the rim and plays with just no abandon, I mean, this guy is no joke. Absolutely wills himself and his team to just do things that few others can, and relentless from the first quarter to the last whistle.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And some changes here for the Celtics. Al Horford is checked in for Ojale, and it's Tatum in for Marcus Morris. The Celtics with the lead. Irving drives in, and stolen by Felton. Picked away. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
And that's a couple of very shaky possessions in a row. One turnover right after the other.
And the Thunder making a switch here. George is checked in. Now, here's Grant. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Grant's got 6 points.
Attacking the rim in heavy traffic. You love his focus right there.
Here's Irving. And Grant sends it back. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That is his first foul of the game. Ferguson's checked in for Jeremy Grant. Outside, George. Patterson setting the pick for George. Over Tatum. Here's Eustace. And a good offensive ball. And he gets the bucket. Eustace has got his first basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one's good, Irving.
I like when Irving turns on the jet. Amazing quickness on the drive from the speedy guard.
Felton the pass to Ferguson. Outside for Felton. The pass to Eustace. Here's Ferguson. Guarded by Horford. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Ferguson.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George. Just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Brown wide open. He fires. Tatum with it. George picks him up. Tatum kicks to Irving. Kept alive. In the corner, Horford with it. Good on the triple. Horford's got his second bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Now here's Patterson. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
You love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Steven Adams comes in for Patrick Patterson. And Carmelo Anthony subbed in for Josh Eustace. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in. Here's Irving. Paul George making his last shot. Horford. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
Horford continues to show us that he loves to drain the three-point.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next for the play. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Really?
Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession.
Just don't have.
Wow. Wasted possession. Thanks to what should have been a simple pass.
Here's Felton. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Thunder lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the... And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
Sit down.
Boston trail.
And the Celtics gave up 4 players to get 1 in Kyrie Irving. But they already had so much depth, they could afford to sacrifice a bit for a superstar just entering his prime.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Irving and Brown pair at the 1 and the 2. Horford is out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. Irving kicks to Baines. Back to Irving. And the shot is good. Irving's got 9.
And really for the Celtics, just a wealth of assets, but in reality, only so much playing time to go around. Sooner or later, you knew they'd make a move, and I think they got the best player in the trade. Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Adams sets the pick for Westbrook. Down low and stolen by Horford. Brown dishes.
Ooh. That's how you attack.
Wow. Attack the rim, baby.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Irving. Second shot opportunity.
No, sir.
Adams' shot is off.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. And there are times where you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players.
Oh, and the lead gets gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. A nice shot by Tatum. And Chris, it's a players' league, and yet the officials, of course, have an impact on games. I'm thinking of a certain Game 6 back in 2002. In your opinion, how does the league ensure greater consistency with the officiating of games?
Well, I promised myself, Kevin, thanks for bringing up 2002, that I would never think about that aloud. You know, I'm going to have to go lay on somebody's couch after we do this game right here. But I think the league just has to be transparent. They have to let fans know when the ref has messed up. We're all human, so I think it comes into play when you aren't transparent, when you aren't honest with your fans, because we have the smartest fans of any sport, I believe. And so I think transparency is good, but human error is always going to be in there as long as it doesn't go back to the type of human error we saw in 2002.
But, Chris, I do sense that is a goal of theirs, and bit by bit they're getting toward that goal.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, I believe that our league has done some great jobs when it comes to advancing referees and how the game is officiated. When you look at, not only do we have the referee center back in New York, where the referees now can go and get help, and the game is faster. And also, you know, we have 3 refs on the floor, and so and we have the best conditioned refs. And so I think the game is just going to be better because we have passionate refs, we have passionate officials, and passionate players, and we're going to work together to make sure that this game is the best for every fan to be presented to, and also that every player has a chance to win a championship and don't have their heart broken.
Here's Anthony, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, you could feel the clock ticking for Melo's time in New York, and this offseason, it finally ended, Greg.
Yeah, and for a team like this to add Melo to the mix, what a blessing. I mean, Melo still has a ton of offense to offer, and hard to add a player so skilled as Melo for practically nothing.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Patterson, he's checked in for Steven Adams, and Eustace subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Inside, Yabusele, and he dunks it down.
I love seeing Irving share the ball. He has a tremendous feel for an addition to his guys.
Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, guys, if you're the other team, you now have to find a way to answer back. Can't afford to give up too much momentum.
To the inside. Morris, no good.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possesses. Nice understanding of where to go with the pass.
To the middle. Pass to Smart. Feeds it to Irving. 6 to shoot. That shot off. Some solid defense from Grant. And Patterson kicks to Grant. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
He has them reeling. They haven't had an answer for him this quarter.
Yabusele.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
He is dominating this quarter. He sees a soft spot in the D, and he's attacking.
Launches it. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 6 assists in the game.
An ideal start for him from the field. I mean, he hasn't missed a thing yet.
He's giving him a nice lift this quarter. The shots are falling for him.
Can't cash in from close range. He got it up.
I really like the hustle of Morris. He does a terrific job crowding the shooters.
Carmelo Anthony getting it done for Oklahoma City. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Oklahoma City leading by 6. They've got Paul George. Felton is out there with Ferguson. Then there's Patrick Patterson. And it's Eustace in at the 4. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Passes it to Rozier. Nice ball movement by Boston. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Patrick Patterson. Boston making a switch here. Brown's checked in.
And they continue to control the glass.
Felton goes in. And there's a whistle. That goes on Terry Rozier. That is his first foul of the game.
Bum-ass white boys.
Boston on D. 6-point game. Felton the pass to George. That shot off the mark.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
You gotta really do a better job on Tatum once he gets on the way up. Excellent at fighting his way through the defense there and still able to convert.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Russell Westbrook comes in for Raymond Felton. George dishes to Adams. The jump hook. And he can't bank that one in. And here's Westbrook from the arc. It's hauled in by Brown.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
He kicks it to Tatum. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. Up 2 there. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Beating the defense down the floor. The pass is faster than the run. Awesome passing transition.
Tatum. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And what I love about Tatum, he is decisive when his decision-making in terms of driving the basketball. Solid at kind of just putting his head down and creating the angle, and then the strength there to take the contact and force the foul.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
Baines with the block. Adams' shot is good. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Westbrook pulls it in. Oklahoma City leading by 6. Pass to Eustace. It's stolen. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Here's Rozier. That one drops for him.
Oh, that's great, D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
Adams sets the pick for George. And there's the defensive 3-second call.
And really, the past few seasons, the Thunder have just been a dominant team on the glass. They do a great job of limiting second chance points, and they get a lot of extra possessions with their own offensive rebound.
Marcus Morris is checked in for Boston. And George kicks to Westbrook. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Westbrook's got 4 points this quarter.
Playing big, willing to go toe-to-toe against the guy who towers over him.
Well, it's just an attitude, a way of life. You can't let people see you back down, or they take it as a sign of weakness and expect that treatment every time.
Both good from the line that time. You look over the roster of the Thunder, and it's easy to see why they're such a great rebounding team. 1 through 5 can come up with 10 boards on any given night.
And those rebounding totals usually translate to wins for this team. Very rarely do they lose a game when they're having their way on the glass. The goal at the end of the night is to play the bully in and around the paint area. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut back down to 5 as they get the points there from Baines. Thunder have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Screen by Adams. Westbrook passes to Ferguson. To Westbrook. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. And the Thunder making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Here's George. Kicks it to Carmelo. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
The defender all over.
30 seconds on the shot clock.
The first one falls.
What I sound like?
Both free throws good from Anthony. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Rozier. Here's Brown. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up. And the foul goes against Oklahoma City.
Oh, Brown is just fearless, Kevin. I mean, especially when it comes to going right into the contact.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that.
Absolutely.
Such a strong finisher for a floor gym.
He was up high, and he came down hard. Exquisitely done.
Get out the way. Move, and that pumps up his teammates as well. That's a statement play all the way around.
And how about the fast hands and then getting right out in transition?
I mean, look, I was going to say you're attacking on both ends, quickly going from defense to offense.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 11. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Some changes for Boston. Horford comes in for Marcus Morris. And Irving subbed in for Terry Rozier. And Chris, as your career progressed, your free throw shooting percentage jumped up about 20 points higher than when you started. It's not the case for a lot of players. Just how hard is it for a big man to improve their free throw shooting throughout their career?
Okay, that's probably one of the things I'm proudest of is that I have a record from going from worse to that best improvement. And I worked out hard. I had a shooting coach, Buzz. We worked out every summer. I would take him everywhere with me, Kev. I mean,
really?
I would take this guy to the club, to church, to a restaurant, to the, he'd have to wait outside the bathroom. Everywhere I went that summer, I wanted him, with me because you have to focus and concentrate on it. You think about it, you have to change not only your mental habits, your repetition, but your thought process. So step 1 is the figuring out that shot. Step 2 is how many repetitions. Step 3 is can you get that in game time atmosphere? You really can't unless you punish yourself in the summer with running. So if you have to do a suicide every one you miss, or it just was just so much work and intensity on it because you have to build up so much trust. Because the reason why guys shoot bad free throws, they don't trust it. They shoot a different way every time. And it was fun becoming better at that. But that's probably one of the toughest things I've ever done was get better at shooting free throws because the concentration and time allowed it to try to improve.
Tatum wide open, he fires one. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Yeah, you got to admire his instincts offensively. Tatum does a great job of shooting it in rhythm off the pass.
And the pass to Ferguson. Adams dishes to Westbrook. Nice again. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Oh, great effort there. That's how you defend the paint.
Yeah, he has that capacity. He knows exactly where to position himself to protect the rim.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Horford.
That's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul.
We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
This is rigged.
And so they foul intentionally.
Fourth team foul. Russell Westbrook. Shooting 2.
First free throw is good, and
This
that
nigga was
makes
hitting
it a 7-point lead.
ballerina shots with Melo all night.
So it gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're down by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Irving. Fires from the wing. And Baines kicks to Horford. Brown outside. It's good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, you love to see Brown knock down the 3 ball, showing great strides in improving his range.
Here's Ferguson. It's good.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Chris.
Hold hands and say it like me, the most shady. Frankie baby, fantastic, graphic, trying to make dough like Jurassic. Parked in with the kids who start. See me, only me, the underboss of this Holocaust, truly yours, Frank White. Got the real life, from front to back, to my people in the world, where the you at? Where my is at? Where my is at? Where my is at? We got the real life, from front to back, to my people in the world, where the you at? Where my is at? Where my is at? Where my is at?
Put your money on the table and get your laugh on. Break it down, split it up, get your laugh on. See you later, dog, I'ma get my on. There's a bag full of money that I get my on. I never lose the passion to go platinum. Said I live it up till all the cash gone. Ain't that funny? Only use plastic, crafted to make classics. Hotter than PD, rolling when you take a CD. The Billboard killer, no team killer. The famo, ammo is every channel. We've been hot for a long time, burning like a candle. What you can do is check your distribution. My songs bump in Houston like Scarface to Houston. You ain't got it like me, you just mad cause I tell it how it is and you tell it how it might be.
Map tight, brass knuckles and flashlights.
It's an all-Western Conference matchup in today's game as the Timberwolves come into town for this one. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge, our sideline reporter. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Butler teams with Wiggins as the deadly wing duo. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. Well, Towns does so many things on the floor, already an elite post scorer. But, Greg, one area that he has struggled with at times is his defense against other bigs.
I think he'll continue to improve in that area. What happens with young guys, though, is oftentimes your improved how good I am mode when you're young and you lose sight of some of the things that help you win games. And I think that's one reason why he had one of the worst defensive RPMs in the entire league. But young bigs tend to take a bit longer to develop into great defenders, and I expect he will follow in that line.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Paul against Jones. Outside Butler.
Can't go out like that.
Towns the screen. Butler dishes to Gibson. And stolen by Gordon. Here's Paul. For the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And it's no secret that Paul is an energetic defender, constantly swiping at the ball and ripping away steals.
And Capella sends it back. Towns, no luck.
What?
Boy, the defense gets into his head and alters his release when he really doesn't have to.
I got Minnesota.
Paul kicks to Gordon. From deep three-point range, Minnesota with the rebound.
Yeah, and even with his range, that one might be asking a little too much.
Yeah, that zip code might extend beyond his range. My goodness, let's take a better shot next time.
Shot's good by Butler.
Well, despite the defender crowding his space, Jimmy Butler looks very comfortable in that contest. That's a pretty jumper.
And now Minnesota on the fast break. Gibson leading the charge. Butler on the way. Defended by Gordon. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Off target with his three.
And one thing that is quite clear with the Rockets in terms of their approach is their shot selection. They prefer easy layups or threes. Very rarely will you see them play that in-between game.
Well, such work ethic. Towns brutal on the offensive glass.
Gordon against Butler.
What the hell?
Picks it up the call. In the corner, it's Capella.
Yeah,
5 on the
that's
clock.
D.
Houston needs to get a shot.
Yeah, that's D.
Anderson wide
That's
open.
D.
No good on the three. And that shot selection, a systematic approach by the whole Houston organization. Greg, as a team, they actually took less mid-range jump shots than DeMar DeRozan did individually last season.
Yeah, and it wasn't even close. I mean, the approach Houston has made successful the last few seasons, that they are 100% committed to not taking mid-range shots if they can help it.
Here's Gibson. Throws up. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
Well, Taj Gibson, a terrific athlete, easily gets off the floor to finish with authority.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Or who are some of the guys that surprise you with their toughness on a nightly basis in the NBA?
You know, you have to think historically, pound for pound, in the history of the NBA, the toughest single guy was Allen Iverson. For me, the current iteration, and I'm not saying that Isaiah Thomas is Allen Iverson, they're drastically different players because Isaiah doesn't have that kind of athleticism that AI had earlier. But Isaiah at 5'9", to continually find his way into the paint, to be willing to attack the bigs, to absorb the kind of pounding he does, and get himself into the MVP conversation, Kevin, really, that was incredible.
LeBron probably takes, for a guy his size, you think he can dish it out. I'm telling you, I think he gets racked all the time.
I think, Kevin, this is the single hardest guy in the NBA to officiate today. And frankly, I do not believe LeBron James goes to the foul line as much as he deserves.
Here's Crawford, following the basket by Chris Paul. Crawford kicks to Bielitsa. It's stolen by Capella.
Oh, wow. They still the ball so
Anderson
easy
passes to Gordon. Capella dishes the ball. And it's Ariza in the corner. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Ariza's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Chang against Capella. Right side, Jones. No good again that time. The Rockets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Paul kicks to Gordon. Paul against Jones. Paul again.
Oh, wow.
Paul's got 8.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
I don't know why he ain't motherfuckers foul calls.
And Doris, at the end of last season, the Timberwolves debuted their rebrand plans for this season.
Well, it was the right time, I think, to keep the logo fresh, and the team did a great job. You feel as if this will be the constant look for what is a new era in Minnesota basketball.
Now here's Paul. He's got 8. And here they come. 7-second difference, shot and game clock.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Lob pass to Capella. And the
that was the slowest oop ever, bro. Get away with that shit.
Who have ever played this game have Paul's vision. And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Houston. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. Here's Houston now. And a chance here. Present.
Right.
By Gatorade, the city is on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got Shabazz Muhammad. Jones is out there with Crawford. Then it's Gorgie Dan. And it's Bielitsa in the power forward position. 4 on the clock. Anderson the screen.
Oh my goodness.
And Gorgie Jang is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Houston with a big group substitution here. Tariq Black, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Nene comes in for Anderson. DJ Tucker, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Green in for Gordon. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Brooks checked in.
Oh, wow. He's
Crawford,
what the fuck was this shot?
I'll tell you, Gorgie Jang is improving and becoming a value at the center spot with all that length. He challenges shots. He's got a nice face-up touch. There's a lot to like with this guy.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Look out! Strong finish. Real strong, quick, impressive ups by Muhammad.
Well, Chris Paul signing the big contract this past offseason, and you knew he'd end up with one of the biggest deals out there. And his impact on a team goes far beyond just stats.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Carl Anthony Towns checked in for Jack. Gibson comes in for Bielitsa. Andrew Wiggins, he's checked in for Muhammad. And it's Butler in for Jamal Crawford. Here's the lob to the hoop.
Oh my, come on, bro.
Now guarded by Towns. Here's Paul. And stolen by Butler. Here's Towns. Black grabs the board. Well, Greg, Houston wanted Chris Paul, and they got the man. One of the bigger surprises, certainly, of the offseason.
Yeah, and without Paul on this roster, this team isn't in the conversation for winning. You need him to keep your window of winning open, and he is just that impactful and makes everyone on the floor better.
Well, And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials on the contact and no shoot two. Doris, when you watch Towns on the court, he's as large as advertised on paper, but moves and plays much more like a guard. It's something that you see more and more in today's NBA, and it seems like he's leading the charge.
No, agreed, Kev. This guy has an ability to handle the basketball like a guard, and that allows him to create separation with the bounce. He can hit step-back jump shots, can spread the floor. A lot to like about his offensive arsenal.
Ball goes in.
Yeah, come on, you fouled him.
Clearly a foul.
Got a shot blocker right there.
2 shots coming up. That's on Aaron Brooks.
Boy, I mean, the career Paul has had just in terms of being a great point guard, there really are no words left to describe.
He hits both from the stripe.
And one of the surprise moves of this past offseason was Chris Paul moving to Houston, joining James Harden to become one of the strongest backcourts in our league. Kicked off a feeling that Houston would be a force this season.
Nene setting the pick for Paul. Here's the break. It's stolen by Green.
Oh my God. Man, niggas.
Out left to the wing. Paul outside. Over Brooks. Shot's good from Paul. Paul's got 14. And you know, Greg, many thought that Chris Paul may take a look at San Antonio, and he did, but Houston was too enticing a chance to pass up.
It's certainly a distinctive third chapter in Paul's career. He's always been criticized for not going deep in the playoffs, and saw Houston as maybe his best bet to make a deep run.
11 feet away.
He's doing hook shots, bro. Come on, my nigga. He only got all the things, bro.
Green's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. Brooks the pass to Towns. Towns is doubled. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Paul outside. Here's the 3. Here's Nene. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Nene's got his first bucket in this one.
Now, this is Nene's craft, right? He works inside, has a knack for getting it up and down.
Here's Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
He's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Wiggins against Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Paul. That's short off the rim.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And last year, one of the bigger surprises in the NBA, the Houston Rockets.
And remember, absent Dwight Howard, a lot of people
and one nigga. Go at these niggas' tails.
In the year where 70
changes for Houston. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Tariq Black. Anderson comes in for Nene. Trevor Ariza checked in for P.J. Tucker.
They don't even shoot 2-pointers, bro.
For Chris Paul.
I'm playing with me.
59 seconds left to play here in the half. Capella against Towns. In the corner, it's Crawford. Back to Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's King. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Houston gets called for the foul.
Zhang doesn't get a whole lot of respect from the officials, but drew that foul.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities.
Taj Gibson's checked in for Towns. Crawford with the steal. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation.
No wrong. Fucking come on, G.
At the other end.
Fuck.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Rockets trail by 7. Here's Green. And off the ground, and in it goes.
Kid, you know, bro, stop playing with me.
Green's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Stop playing.
Well, he's a guy that can adapt and adjust to any defense he's up against. It's really something to watch.
1 second left. And no good trying to get that one. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
I'm watching the game. Okay.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. As we know, you were born in New York, grew up in New Jersey, lots of basketball talent in those areas. Some local players who influenced you early on.
Well, 1983 is the year the Philadelphia 76ers won the NBA championship, and that team was the epitome of cool, Kevin, right? You had the magical doctor, the power of Moses Malone, but you know who I tried to emulate? Mo Cheeks.
No kidding.
Yeah, the steady, heady point guard who could make big shots and come up with a timely steal. I couldn't be the doctor. I couldn't fly like the doc, so Mo Cheeks was my guy.
Anderson is down low with Capella. Gordon and Ariza are on the wings, and it's Paul in at the 1. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. And that one's good.
Oh.
Wiggins.
Oh, give me this. 8 seconds.
On the interior.
Paul with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. But he is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times." Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. Outside Butler. And fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts and a chance for one more here.
And one.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint. And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond just a complete offensive threat.
Kicks it out to Gordon.
Damn, good shot.
And a miss there on the triple.
Yeah. Bad shot.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always so far away. To get back in the game.
Yeah.
And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range
jump
shot.
Awesome.
Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is down to just 2 points with the buckets from Chris Paul.
Yeah, and it only takes a few shots for Paul to get going. The D has got to be worried.
Here's Towns. Gibson dishes to Towns. The kick outside to Butler.
Money.
A three-pointer is right on target. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, great rhythm on the jumper. Every year, Butler gains more and more confidence in that catch-and-shoot game.
Kicks it out to Ariza. And here's Anderson from the arc.
Not how they hope to start the second half. Missing 4 of their first 5 here.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. And really a tough break for the D.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Blacks check in for Nene comes in for Anderson. And it's P.J. Tucker in for Trevor Ariza. Timberwolves leading by 9. Deflects the pass.
I want to try and do it. Oh, shit.
Towns.
Oh, shit.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Nene with the screen on Gibson. And Paul gets it to go in. And Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Bibbs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs, particularly on the defensive end.
Lets it go from 11. They get it back. Shot's good by Gibson.
And guys, the offensive rebounding really has stood out here this half. All those second chance points are helping them maintain that lead.
Black, no good. Timberwolves leading by 9. Wiggins kicks to Butler. And that one is good. Butler's got 11 points.
Boy, Butler took a pretty good hit there, but has the strength and the coordination to finish it. That's brilliant.
And Eric Gordon has long been noted as a terrific shooter, but I felt like he was able to display just how great he can be last season. Had that green light whenever he was on the floor and really near the top of the league in terms of threes attempted and made.
Gerald Green, he's checked in for Houston. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Towns. Bielitsa comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Crawford in for Jones. And for Gordon, he's been a great catch-and-shoot player in the past, Greg. The difference last season was the improvement in his pull-up three.
And there is a world of difference between shooting a three off the pass as opposed to off the dribble. The pull-up threes are what make players like Steph Curry so hard to guard. And when Gordon added that to his game, I think it helped his overall ability to score the basketball.
It's deflected.
Twice on the pipes, Nene sends it back. Boy, they leave an area of the floor totally unprotected. Oh, crazy.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Here's Muhammad. Goes back up. Green with the
bam.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Black, no good.
A good job by him on the glass.
Because he's weak.
Now here's Gordon. Passes to Nene. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Unfazed by the defense. Nene making his mark inside right now.
And it's Eric Gordon with the foul. That's his third foul so far. It's stolen by Green. Anderson. A shot, no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Timberwolves lead by 7. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports. Happy to have you with us.
It's Uncle.
So it's Minnesota now. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Yeah, they on this page.
For Minnesota. Jang is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Crawford. And it's Georges Hunt in the point guard position. And Jang kicks to Georges Hunt. From 15 feet away. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
Gorgui Dieng with a nice delivery. Not only surprising people with his scoring, but how he can facilitate it. But, a lack of effort defensively, and he gets a
do that?
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. The Rockets, another fast break opportunity here.
Doing anything now.
Wide open shot from Green. And another three for Houston.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race, spreading out for easy fast break basketball.
Georges Hunt passes to Gibson. And Capella sends it back. Rockets hit.
Bro, it's on my fucking controller, man.
A second chance effort. They shoot again. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, Taj Gibson is a pro's pro. The rugged power forward is known for his consistency. You can count on this guy game in and game out.
Well, with Taj Gibson on the court, you know you're going to get great energy and intensity, and you're going to get it at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, there's no question. The fervor that Gibson plays with on the defensive end rubs off on his teammates. He never takes a play off. He works endlessly to make his assignments. This guy is underrated as a defensive force in the NBA.
Butler kicks to Towns. Some solid D from Paul. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his third foul of the game. Rockets trailed by 3. Paul. Gordon with Allen around. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Here's Butler. Rockets with the rebound. Anderson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Dishes to Paul. Towns with the steal. Releases. Buries the 20-footer. Towns has got 19 points.
You know, this kind of scoring performance is going to have defenses reacting to Towns the way they did to Anthony Davis.
That one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That's on Clint Capella.
And when you watch this Rockets team, you can see just how explosive they are on the offensive end. Almost everyone on the floor can hurt you from deep, and they all know their role and execute it to a T.
Go sleep.
And Towns drops them both.
Go sleep.
And last season, the Rockets' offense was incredible. Then they go and add Chris Paul.
They can run a team off the floor if they get hot. 2 great playmakers in Paul and Harden. And making a move for Paul made a lot of teams fear what the Rockets can do now on offense.
Anderson the screen. Ariza goes in. And that one is off.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
Gibson dishes to Towns. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. 23 points in the game.
How about the skill level of Anthony Towns? I'll tell you what, the touch inside, it's a joke how good he is.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Karl Anthony Towns with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's just really a one-man wrecking crew down low, and with this timeout, they've got to make some adjustments because he's been standing inside.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. We're going to be out of time, out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks.
And love how Paul seeks out his teammates. Superb at slicing the D to pieces with his passing.
Butler kicks to Towns. Towns is doubled. And stolen by Gordon.
So now he's down on my nigga.
The drive by Green. Looks like he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Right, you love the aggressiveness. This guy is willing to take over at the key opportunities. Well, that's just taking your eyes off the target before releasing the pass. Very careless.
Jones kicks the butt. Gibson the screen. Here's Butler. Four on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot out here. Here's Towns. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Towns has got 25 points.
I'd say that's good defense, just better offense, and not many people can match up with Karl Anthony Towns.
And here we go, Towns heading to the hoop. And the dunk by Towns.
Costly there. Just a loss of focus leads to the ball going the other way.
Well, he simply wasn't paying attention. Coughed it up. Got to be more assertive and strong with the basketball.
Paul against Jones. Paul.
Still, bro, you can't keep dribbling that shit behind his back and shit.
Well, to me, that's about the length and strength of upper body by Karl Anthony Towns. He's just destroying people with his defense.
Anderson.
Ooh, that was a foul.
Eric Gordon on the wing. Defended by Butler. Again, the miss by Gordon.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. Ooh. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy.
He's supposed to pass it.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
No, nor am I, Greg. There's no question. They're too far behind. Not their best effort, for sure.
And it's Wiggins with the jam.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
No, I think that they've been locked in during this game. They didn't let the opposing crowd get to them at all. This has been pure domination.
Second shot opportunity.
You picked the fucking Rockets when they only got James Harden.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
Thank you for joining us.
Go ahead and get to the wayside, bro. Ah, shit. Nah, bro. Who did I have? I had, nah, I ain't playing with the Pelicans. I ain't playing with the Pelicans this time. I'll play with,
It's the NBA on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you all the action. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sideline. We should have a fan favorite here tonight. Lots of highlight reel plays. Doris, what can either side do to try and slow down the other?
Well, both teams love to take turnovers and turn them into highlight reel dunks. So, one, you've got to take high-quality shots, take care of the basketball, make sure you're getting good at
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Antetokounmpo is out there with John Henson. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Bledsoe. And it's Middleton in the 3 spot. Here's Wall. Outside for Beal. And Henson pulls it down.
I guess even he has this one of those once in a while.
Morris.
Oh, shit.
protecting the rim with that kind of effort.
Amazing.
Are you watching it or not?
Size doesn't.
You turned it off?
What fearlessness, right? He likes to go at taller defenders, and he shows.
Turned it off. Turned it off.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. They set the pick. Bledsoe dishes to Middleton.
Well, the long arms of Otto Porter forcing the miss there.
Middleton can't get it to go. Inside. And Wall kicks to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
Boy, nice feed. Leading him into some space. A nice catch on the run, too.
Fires from the wing. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
Boy, just enough defensive attention to throw that shot off target.
On the wing, Morris. Here's the floater. Rebounded.
Oh, wow.
Simply have to go up stronger than that. Could be a simple layup if he shows a little more.
I do that shit. What you say?
And you have to admire his focus. Not a good matchup for him in terms of size
yes, I do.
differential.
No, but that play is about his will, right? He won't back down from the big man. He's going to take it right to him.
The free throw.
Wow, what you doing tomorrow, though?
And when I watch Eric Bledsoe, I really feel like he's at his best when he's kind of prodding a defense. So hard to keep away from the rim. When he attacks, it just opens everything else up in his offensive game.
It's thrown down to Antetokounmpo. Shots good by Middleton.
Boy, this guy's a rock. You know, this is a player that you can count on to produce under any circumstance.
The kick out to Wall. Knocks down the 3 ball. Wall's got 5 now. And Greg, as you said, the aggressiveness Bledsoe has going to the rim is a key for him to getting those open shots then on the perimeter.
And the team is at their best when he is in attack mode. I mean, opens up lanes for cuts as you just can't keep him out of the paint. Knows when to drop off a pass after he beats his opponent as well for an easy score.
Now, here is Morris. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. There's Beal with the three. And again, Washington with the triple.
Yeah, this guy's around 40% long range for his career. And Beal is even more dangerous in catch-and-shoot situations.
Bledsoe kicks to Brogdon. An easy 2 points on the layup.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
They grab their own miss. Here's Wall. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And look at how well the defense does to cut his path to the basket. Comes up empty on what might have been an easy play.
Wizards have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Stolen by Henson. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Marcin Gortat.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by Mahinmi.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
And one issue we saw with the Wizards last postseason, Doris, was their bench.
Right, a large part of that is the bench just didn't have any explosive scoring. On the season, their bench was bottom 3 in the league in group efficiency, and that's an area they greatly wanted to improve upon this year.
There's 1:17 left in the first. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. 2 points, that one goes. Antetokounmpo's got his second basket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Scott, good.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
Oubre kicks to Meeks. The dish to Mahinmi. Doubled by Henson. Oubre, no one around him. No good from outside. Bledsoe passes to Middleton. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
And there's the 3-second violation. On the Bucks with some changes. Thon Makers checked in for John Henson. Tony Snell comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Eric Bledsoe. The Bucks have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go. And Satoransky kicks to Meeks. Got a piece of it. Dellavedova. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. Tie game in Washington. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back.
You see all that.
So far,
yeah. I got my
second quarter up and going. And what stands out to you from
medicine? I got my
and through that first period,
things.
Yeah, has been the difference.
Well, they are pounding away on the backboard.
You see it?
gone 3 of 4 from long.
That's yeah. Do like lunches with it and shit.
In the game. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Washington. Satoranski there with Jody Meeks. Then there's Oubre. Then it's Mike Scott. And it's Mahinmi in the center position.
Well, this is one of Mahimi's best scoring options, right? The roll game gives him momentum and position for a decent shot.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some
urgency from him there. Sure.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the game.
A year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Washington making a change here. Beal's checked in. Doris, you respect the art of the assist. You always have that's part of your DNA. In the NBA now, which guys, in your opinion, are the most fun to watch in terms of their playmaking ability?
Well, I'd be interested in your take on this. But you could make the case that it's a non-point guard who's the best pure passer in the NBA. When a guy like LeBron James is differentiating between teammates about how they want to make the catch. One guy wants the ball in the seams, one guy doesn't care, and LeBron James goes to try to fit the needs of those players.
That's what I'm saying.
And you know what I think we're seeing when we talk about a positionless game? I think everybody's got that nice ability to pass the ball. And I think they've even taken more to an art form where they take pride in the way they set up a teammate. The passing has never been better.
Agreed.
Oubre with it. Outside, Beal. Shot clock at 6. It's good from long range. Beal's got 8.
How quick is that release? And it's 3 on the board. Beal doing what he
does best. Steal.
And Thomas Satoranski gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Dellavedova dishes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Dellavedova. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
The Bucks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. Well, Greg, the Bucks can be a fearsome defense when things are clicking.
And the Bucks will do it with several approaches. I mean, great numbers in terms of steals and blocks. They force a lot of turnovers with their pressure and ball hawking skill. It's just a matter of when the offense can catch up to the defense.
John Walls checked in for Satoranski. Brogdon the pass to Antetokounmpo. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it.
And 1. Yeah, getting all that foul trouble.
Comes out of Kansas a little bit as a project. He had unbelievable speed and athleticism and had to impact the game defensively. But he is really starting to expand his role on the offensive end.
And Doris for Kelly Oubre, you can see the athleticism.
Yeah.
No doubt. I mean, the speed is always on display, whether he's on the interior,
stop playing with me, bro.
Trying to blow by a defender. Once the finishing catches up, this guy's going to be a nightmare to defend.
They get it back.
Come on. Fuck, tall ass niggas.
Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
They get it back. Left side, Beal.
Yeah, he's.
Tries again.
Ain't no way.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And a great assist by Brogdon as that one goes in. And that's 12 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Back to Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Yeah, a big change of possession in a tight ball game. We'll see if they've seized the momentum.
Oh, Oh, just solid on the one-handed slants.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they
Still,
want to
oh my goodness.
For 3, Brogdon. Rebound by the Wizards. And it's Beal in the corner. 3-pointer. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
You know, building up confidence as the game goes on. Hit one from your
Bro, like, what the fuck, cuz? Like...
Three changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game.
Alright, I'm sorry.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. When you watch Giannis out there, he just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled.
You alright? You good? You good over?
With Giannis, one step and he's gone from the.
They're crying out with do you right?
There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
Here's what Washington.
Ooh.
Checked in for Mahina. Morris comes in for Scott. Porter's checked in for Kelly Oubre, and it's Jody Meeks in for Beal. Hinson in the post. Gortat covering. Maker with a screen for Middleton. Up and in.
Bro, Meeks, you are doo-doo.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now.
What the fuck?
Especially on the interior.
Finished off the break. And now a 3-point Bucks lead.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off the 6.
Good on the triple.
So those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
It's stolen by Wall. A 3-ball. Washington gets it back, and a new 24. Goes back up. And Hinson sends it back.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously
hell no.
Washington has gone 6 of 8 on 3-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. All with it, Eric Bledsoe covering.
Get dunked on, little nigga.
And the slam dunk by Wall.
No, the basketball IQ on display for Otto.
That's a steal, man. You can't just be running into niggas. Stop.
Hell no. It's Bledsoe.
Get there.
Offensive rebound.
Get the boards, B. Fuck. You gotta get the boards every time.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Yeah.
The Wizards gain possession.
Oh, I'm glad I ain't laying down right now. I need this.
8 seconds now here in the second.
That's a foul.
Here's Satoransky. In the corner, it's Morris. Over onto the Kumbo.
I should have took the first shot.
Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. He's been a major threat from 3-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter.
So, I mean,
We'll take a quick break. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And so it's Washington with it on the court for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo is out there with Chris Middleton. Then it's John Henson.
Now there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one. I'll tell you, the freak athleticism of Eric Bledsoe is eye-popping. He has unbelievable burst in the open floor that can make even elite guards look like they're standing still.
And for Bledsoe, the athleticism goes beyond his open floor speed. Doris also a fantastic rebounder, as you know, for a guard, even though his height is doing him no favors.
Well, he entered the league, obviously, Eric Bledsoe, as an elite-level athlete. And the longer you play, the more you understand how to take advantage of that. And obviously, once you become a starter, you can expect your productivity to increase.
And Middleton kicks to Bledsoe. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee.
Hell no.
That's tipped. But they get it down.
What?
Second shot opportunity. Here's Henson.
Oh, no. Oh, man, come on.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
All right, good.
That's just inexcusable.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
Here's Wall. Oh.
Get dunked on, little nigga.
Well, right now, John Wall is just lights out. He knows he has the hot hand.
Out of bounds, nigga. Thank you.
Out of bounds. Washington takes possession.
Okay.
Third quarter of basketball. About a minute and a half in.
Oh, he's aggressive now.
And there's the pass.
He's aggressive now.
It's Wall with the drive. The kick out to Porter. Back to Gortat. Here's the three. Washington with a fresh shot clock. Bucks have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. To the middle. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
He's rising to the occasion as you're trying to keep pace on the scoreboard.
Oh, okay, John, I see you.
Players developing their skill sets. What do you think is the hardest skill to develop as a broadcaster?
I think for me, the hardest skill to learn was to learn how to relax, to have fun, to not be anything but your most authentic self, because I think the viewer picks up on it. If you're forcing things, if you're trying to be another broadcaster that perhaps you like to emulate. So that's the hardest thing.
I always say broadcasting a basketball game is like a running conversation between two
people.
Because there's so much scoring, and the rhythm and the flow of the game just lend itself to that.
At its best, you're 100% correct.
There it goes.
Come on, this nigga's a fucking animal.
Down to 1 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
Important points there. Got him on a
I'm glad too.
Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now we come to expect John Wall will make the right play, creates yet another open look.
Bledsoe dishes to Middleton. And a good offensive board.
You niggas.
Middleton's got 8.
That's a nice play. You have to read and react in an instant to have success on the offensive glass.
There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. An emphatic LU jam. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus, not good.
Wizards have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the third. There's a screen by Gortat. Off the pick.
Unbelievable. Listen, Beal could have taken that shot, but the court vision's so good that he sees a chance to get his guy a better look.
Bledsoe kicks to Dellavedova. Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo. Trying to find Bledsoe. Gets it to him. 5 to shoot. Dellavedova dishes to Antetokounmpo.
Come on, bro. That's some bullshit.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over.
You know, my guess right now is Coach wants to talk over this turnover issue. And it seems like they've been trying to force things a bit and need to find a steady rhythm offensively.
Oh, no. Yeah. Who they got in over?
For the Wizards.
Oh, shit, he's tired.
For Gortat. Satoransky comes in for Oubre. And it's Jody Meeks in for Bradley Beal. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Snell's checked in.
And you look at the Bucks in this roster.
I want to try and shoot that. Make them own buzz, nigga.
I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
Dellavedova kicks to Henson.
What the fuck?
Bledsoe outside. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
I'm about to say.
Checked in for John Wall.
Shit's bittersweet.
And Satoransky kicks to Porter. Out to the right wing. Takes the three. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo got his fourth rebound at that.
Do it right back to him, dog.
Bledsoe passes to Antetokounmpo.
And a good opportunity here to go 2 for 1.
Let's see what they do here, right? Because they only want to get a couple of possessions out of the time left.
The Bucks have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter.
They got to tighten up.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive.
Hell nah, nigga.
Down low.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. To the left side wing. And Satoransky kicks to Morris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bledsoe with the rebound.
Missed it,
and foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the third. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
All the nigga do is run to the basket with this nigga, man.
And body control for a guy.
It's just like
Giannis's height. It's really impressive.
What a play! Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
Yeah, now they are firing.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
it's 2. But he's up by. It's alright. I took my niggas out.
We want to Bucks leading by 5. Porter is out there with Mike Scott. Then it's Jody Meeks. Then there is Markieff Morris. And it's Satoransky in at the point. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's blocked by Scott. Here's Porter.
And one nigga.
Shooting a 3-point play chance coming up.
The slender frame fool you. Porter with the strength to finish through contact.
Wilson, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, one thing we know about this Wizards team, they have no problem putting points on the board. Last year, they were 5th in the league in points per game. Offense was the strength of the team. Now, can they put together a little bit on the defensive end?
And for the Wizards and their offense, Doris, it starts with the backcourt, but they can hurt you at a lot of positions.
Right, Kev, because they had 6 players averaging double-figure points last season. It's a very strong passing team. They can score inside, they can score outside, and no lead is safe when they are getting shots to fall.
Last season, the Wizards having one of the best years in franchise history. No title for the team, but Doris, they did secure their first division title since 1979.
And if my math is correct, Kev, that was a 38-year drought they managed to end. But for this team, I think they know it's just the start, and they want to go even deeper in the playoffs this year.
Bledsoe kicks to Henson. No good from Bledsoe.
No doubt it's been a rough game for him. I don't think he's going to lose any sleep over it as long as they hang on to the lead the rest of the way.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Here's Snell.
Hell nah. Why are my niggas in?
Bucks lead by 4. Washington's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. What the fuck? And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Porter. Washington making some changes.
Nobody throws the ball that hard, they run out of bounds.
For Mike Scott. Beal comes in for Meeks. And it's John Wall in for Satoransky. Bledsoe passes to Wilson. Kicks to Scott.
Oh, we travel.
Here's Henson. And John Henson with the slam.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Well, he can really live at the rim. John Wall, a great finisher.
Brogdon kicks to Henson. Over Gortat. Second chance shot. Gortat with the block.
The swat by Gortat. He doesn't chase blocks, but he can send them back.
Right side Wall.
Hell nah, ain't no way, bro.
Beal against Brogdon. And the layup is good.
These niggas.
Brogdon's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
He got his back turned.
How about the pass?
Still got the steal.
Ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Now Wall. Pass to Gortat. Deflects the pass. And here they come. Here's Brogdon. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
And we talk about this a lot. Turnovers leading to transition points.
Right, they're making it easy for the opposition. They can't afford to cough the ball up like that.
Drops in the tray.
Oh, a timely one from Beal puts a smile on the coach's face.
Brogdon the pass to Wilson. Back to Brogdon. The 3. Washington with the rebound. Gortat's got 7 rebounds in the game. Beal can't get that one to fall.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates.
Right.
That makes any coach happy. You don't force a tough shot, but you get a quality look from close range. Nice.
Good on with that, the Bucks' lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from John Wall. Bucks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Brogdon the pass to Wilson. And he takes it after the pick, frees him up.
I'll tell you, such a tremendous rhythm to that sequence. Great player movement, great ball movement on the lead pass.
Washington calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. We've got 1:55 left in the 4th quarter. Washington. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that break, Kevin, I heard what Scott Brooks said to his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively. He said, make the easy play, take care of the ball. We can't afford to just give away golden opportunities. See if they can clean it up.
Thanks, David. 1:53 left in the 4th.
Yeah, took it aggressively right at the defense, and it pays off. Wall making it happen as usual.
So the first one drops, and that turns the lead to 6. Jason Terry is checked in for Milwaukee. And he makes both free throws.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
And it's Middleton penetrating. He gets the whistle. Back on the way up, and 2 shots.
He just went to the lane and straight to the foul. With no move.
That's the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
I had to get a spike.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, that's how they can ensure this lead stays where it is. Keep knocking down those free throws.
Offensive rebound. The kick out to Wall. Beal from long range. And there's the call on Marcin Gortat.
How's that a foul? He's trying to...
Second foul of the game.
I'm done with this. Tommy. I ain't going my way. It's going my way bad.
There's the pick. Dellavedova dishes to Antetokounmpo. It's stolen by Morris.
Can't waste a second now, and even then, there's still a little time.
No, exactly. They've got to act quickly. They don't have a ton of time to work with.
Come on, bros. This nigga's a fucking...
Antetokounmpo's got 12 points in just the second half. Terry kicks to Middleton. Oubre with the steal. Here's Wall. It falls. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Oh, that one was big. John Wall coming through big time.
Damn, what the fuck? What was that about?
That's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he is unable to get the second one.
I'll take my last time out here.
I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. They're down by 6. There's 38 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Malcolm Brogdon comes in for Milwaukee. Bledsoe comes in for Jason Terrell. Brogdon against Beal. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
With the pressure on, Bradley Beal at his absolute best.
Nails it!
And he's just putting the team on his back when he's needed most.
Don't you just love to see that confidence when taking these big shots?
Yeah.
Maker gets to Brogdon. Maker with a screen for Brogdon. Back to Maker. Unable to get that one. Gortat with the defensive effort. Here's Wall. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up.